I went into the baptism and what I did was I put Alka-Seltzer Plus in my pocket. So as I'm going into the water started sizzling up. So I don't know if she's trying to say Thomas, which is my real name, or Jesus, but he just put it together and it was like, Lord Teezus. And I just use that name to remind her of, you know, those things right there. You gotta put yourself out there. You can't be afraid. Like I was having a conversation with somebody earlier, the two things that hold people back is fear and procrastination.
Welcome to Minority Report, and I'm your host, Lachelle Smith. Minority Report is a video blog on YouTube celebrating Black-owned businesses, and on this episode of Minority Report, I'm with DMV comic Teezus. He fly, right? Oh my God, I'm loving this whole ensemble. We did not plan on coordinating, but I look good too. I just want to throw that out there. Like, don't just be looking at him and thinking he getting all the shine, not on my show. But anyhow, I'm so glad that you are a guest. Thank you for coming. Now he's a comic, so be prepared to cut up. If you are new to my channel, thank you for coming back. If just be prepared, because you don't never know what you're gonna get. Watch some other videos if you want non-comedy, but today we gonna show off. Today we gonna show off today. A lot of fun. Yes, thank you. So outside of being a comic, well, actually no, I want to start there. Like, how did you go from comedy into fashion? You fused the two. Like, how long have you been a comedian? Give me the background story.
Well, first I always been in the fashion first. So then comes the comedy, because you know, some nights you just have one of them nights with alcohol and it just turns into being something great. So
it's a
that's
show.
What happens. But you know, praise Jesus, I don't drink no more.
Praise Jesus.
But yeah, like my style is like kind of crazy, because when I'm on stage I don't like to do the jeans t-shirt thing. I like to give you something to look at. So it's like you get a fashion show, right, and you get a comedy show, 2 for 1 type deal.
But we've had comedians in the past who, you know, didn't just wear anything plain. You know, you think about Eddie Murphy with the leather suits on, and you know, Bob Hope with the plaid pants and all of that. So this is, you know, you bringing it back.
Yeah, it's guys like me who was dressing guys like that, but I do both, so it's kinda, you know.
So depending on the environment and the audience.
No, I'm always dressed.
You always clean.
I'm always.
He's always clean.
I'm always clean.
If y'all can see these shoes and these socks right now, the whole setup is bananas. Like, you have no idea. So like, what shows do you have like going on right now? Because I mean, I definitely want to plug the show. We're going to get into the fashion. We're going to get into this Casket Sharp. But what shows are you doing right now?
Actually, I'm new to the comic scene, which a lot of people don't know. I've only been doing comedy like a little over a year. Okay. I just had a great show the other night at a spot called Babylon out of Virginia.
Shout out to Babylon.
With comedy heavy-hitter talent who've been in the game for a while. Right. You know, so that was a privilege to do that, being, you know, this young in my career, you know, so, and I held my own.
Oh, right now.
I held my own, in a clean way, like. In a clean way? Yeah, like I do, I don't really like cussing on stage. Okay. It's just kind of distasteful to me. Every time, you know, every once in a while you may slip up on one, but you just try your best to be as tasteful as possible, you know, because you never know out there. Plus, I don't want nobody at the church to see and they be like, you been in that club, talking all this, talking all that. You know they gonna put oil on you, bring you right to the altar. You already know how they do. Yeah, so morning, morning on the bench. Okay, so and you can expect a clean show from Teezus. Now let's get into this fashion thing. And what I really want to talk about is from an entrepreneurial standpoint is word of mouth marketing. My blog is all about word of mouth marketing. So I interview entrepreneurs. I do besides the interviews, I also do product and service reviews. So if I've, you know, gotten a massage, if I've been to a restaurant, you know, service type industries, but then, you know, also products. So, you know, fashion, you know, skincare, hair care, things like that. But it's all for me, it's all word of mouth. That's all that I do. And I know that you make these custom bow ties. These things are bad. But you don't have like a website. You don't have like you have Instagram. I follow you on Instagram. But your Instagram is not strictly just about your bow ties. So how is it you as an entrepreneur that you have been able to successfully sell your product, but you don't have a really strong online presence?
Well, I have my brand, like, so I'm like a walking store. So as you can see, my style can be a little unique, you know, and eye-catching. So, you know, like when I'm often going to church or things like that, people are like, well, where you get your bow tie from? Pull it out the bag, like, so I make them like weekly, and I like basically kind of sell on like just walking around dressed up. And also do little babies, because you know when you get like babies, they're all self-tied. So like I think
so you
like,
have the little fasteners here.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know how to tie them. So you know like working on your neck. So I make it easy for everybody. But and also
they're adjustable.
Yeah. Also all my ties are reversible, meaning you can have more than one look. So depending on the way that you tie it. And I just feel like, you know, men should have their stance when it comes to fashion. Something as simple as an accessory can change the whole look of things. So I just started out with accessories and word of mouth, like you say, word of mouth. Because a lot of people don't be on the internet, you know, hard to believe, but like when I grew up in church, so as I go into church and people like, oh, what you got in the bag? Now they know me, they like, what you got in the bag? So, you know, it's not like on a millionaire standpoint, which I would like to broaden my horizons, you know, and make it more of a global thing. But as of for right now, the word of mouth gets around. So when people see me, they be like, what's in the bag? When they see me with the bag, they like, what you got? And like, I don't make two of the same thing. Like I've done wigs and stuff like that, but I don't really do two of the same things. So when you out, you don't have to worry about seeing somebody with the same thing you have on, you know. And with the building of the website coming soon, like I want to have it to where you put the power in your hand, you customize. So you make like these two different patterns that go together. So you'll have that option with the website as well as just buying somebody put together. So it put the power back into, because you may have an eye for something and you like, I think this would look
better with something else.
You know,
another pattern or fabric.
So you will have that choice, and you know, so just working on that. But the word of mouth, because it's about building the brand. I am my brand, so I'm always walking around. So I don't, you know, a lot of people do these pop-up shops, but I'm just like a walk-around shop. So when people ask, I'm like, look at this, and they so amazed at the way that it goes, because people trust my eye for fashion for the most part. So they're just so amazing, you know. Then they're like, well, do you do kids, and then you do this, and you know. So I do any age bracket.
So you do babies, children, men, women,
senior citizen.
Already.
But the name is kind of crazy, because
that's what I wanted to get into. So like, even though, you know, if I wanted to go on Instagram right now, I could find Teezus, right?
Yeah. Everybody knows me as Casket Sharp Teezus.
Casket Sharp Teezus.
And it's like an older, like my family from down south say, you know, boy, you Casket Sharp.
Right. Okay. And so for my followers, right? Because I'm everywhere, all right? So you know, my audience is very, very broad. So for those who don't know, you know, coming from the black community, what Casket Sharp means, because when the website does launch, because you do, I mean, you're doing word of mouth marketing now, but you do plan on having an online presence. So when you are officially launched online and you're able to customize your tie request, the website is going to be Casket Sharp Fashions. So explain to those who don't know what Casket Sharp is, because you kind of sharp right now.
It's only 2 days that most people, other than myself, but most people look good, and that's all on their wedding day and the day-to-day dance. So I dress every day like it's my last. And that's deeper, on a deeper level, because you never know when it is your last day. And I actually made
when they come get you, you want to make sure you clean.
Hey, look, if something happened to me, get the life insurance policy, put me in this. I'm good.
I'm good. You got it all laid out.
Me, just throw me in there.
Just throw me in there. I'm fly.
Keep me warm and let me go.
Keep me warm. And make sure that they got you fresh though. I mean, you're clearly doing your thing. So you have, you know, your brand. You are your brand, and I think it's very important for entrepreneurs to know that it's not enough to be, you know, have 1 million followers online, you need to be personable.
Yeah.
You know, so you're very approachable. If somebody want to come up to you and say, hey, where'd you get that tie? Where'd you get the jacket? Because you do jackets too.
Yeah, well, I do jackets for myself as of right now, but I'll branch into that. I just want to corner the market like men accessories. So next I'll be having neckties, but I don't just want to have regular look neckties. It got to be something that pops out, you know, because I just feel like a lot of men are scared of colors, and we just do black, white, and gray. If you follow me on, you see me, I'm in a pink suit.
Yeah, I saw a pink suit. I was like, this brother got on a pink suit. Are those shoes lavender? Like, what is going on here?
No, they was actually like, they glow
like
in
a
the
blue?
dark.
Oh, and they glow in the dark.
Yeah, like reflective shoes.
You was killing it, now.
Yeah, I just, because
that's too much.
What a lot of men are scared of, like, women like a man who can dress.
Right, women like men who dress.
You know, I like women to say that I look nice.
You look nice.
I like to dress, you know.
Well, you're definitely killing it. But I want anyone who's interested in starting a business, or somebody who has a business right now, like, what I want them to get from talking to you is, like, don't be afraid to get out there. You know what I mean? If you don't have the $500 website and you don't have, you know, a lot of followers, who right now have you sold neckties to? Because, you know, you're in the, you know, the comic circuit.
Well, I'm actually a dream chaser. So what I do is I'll find people who are in certain areas, and with anything like people, you know, they see these celebrities with stuff on, but like even with being in like the stylist world, you notice that people even like on higher brands like Versace would send somebody there dressed like, just wear my dress
just
for marketing.
Dress, right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's about marketing and not being afraid to put yourself out there. So I target people who are really known, like for wearing bow ties. Like I've made stuff for Ty Tribbett lately. I made stuff for Ty Tribbett, Mr. Brown, David Mann, Pops, you know, from off the different movies, John Witherspoon. So, and they're crazy combinations. Like I'm like, well, if you can be this in character, you can be this in real life.
Right.
You know, like Mr. Brown, like stuff I made for him is real colorful, but he can wear that. People be like, oh, that's a classier.
It's a classy version.
You know, classy version.
Mr. Brown's the character.
So you gotta put yourself out there. You can't be afraid. Like I was having a conversation with somebody earlier. The two things that hold people back is fear and procrastination.
To like expound upon what you're saying, as far as, you know, the other comedians that you sent material to, you know, I know that a lot of entrepreneurs, especially in the fashion industry, they want to, you know, pair their wares with influencers, but it's important to find the right influencer. So you wouldn't send, you know, a bow tie to Oprah, you know, or maybe you would. Like,
no,
how do you determine who you would send a bow tie to and who you would? I mean, you name names like, you know, Ty Tribbett, you know, things like that.
Because his name is Bow Tie Tribb, so I'm like, oh, he's in the bow ties.
He's in the bow ties.
Hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand.
But I don't really like to send stuff. I like to make it personal.
Okay.
Like, so I'll find out you'll be there. That's like, I'll pay for the backstage pass or whatever, just so you can, because all it takes for everybody to make it is that one. Whatever you is that one person, and then once that one person blasts you, then everybody like, oh, I knew you'll make it. Like,
no, you didn't. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I get it, but no, I mean, you definitely have a very good marketing strategy. I mean, you're personable and you have a lovely personality. I mean, you make these ties yourself. You haven't excluded anyone. You do men, you do women, you do children. So I don't see why. And senior citizens. We can't leave them out now. We can't leave them. We can't leave our senior saints out. Yeah, and on top of that, you work the church as well. You know, but it's not working the church. Now let's talk about that, because I know that there are some brands that are very church heavy, what I would like to say church heavy. And this isn't throwing anyone under the bus, but like Tracy Lynn, like her jewelry, I know a lot of women, specifically, you know, black women who are, you know, Christians at church faithfully, they love her products, they support, you know, heavily. Tony, I can't think of her last name, but she does a lot of custom clothing for like first ladies, things like that. What is that like, you know, when you're bringing your business into your faith, or, you know, bringing your faith into your business?
I think
Haynes, that's her name, Tony Haynes.
Well, with your faith or your religion, whatever, that's who you are.
That's who you
so
are.
you bringing your personal into, you know, showing people who you are. Like, I think everything has a market. You get what I'm saying? You find your lane and you work your lane.
That's it.
Like if First Ladies was working for you, then you work that lane the best of your ability. Like everybody can't do every lane, and I think that's where us as people get confused because it takes us so long to figure out what our lane is. But if you true to self and who you are, then your lane works for you. Like to even go into the comedy to step off for a minute. But like the other night, like I was like on stage, and like when I tell you I brought church to a comedy club, like and brought it down because that's my lane.
That's
you
your
get what I'm
lane,
saying?
right.
So and people respect you more when you true to yourself. When you're not true to yourself, your car get pulled.
Right,
Like you know, as we'll say,
If
your
you're not
car get pulled.
authentic, you're not authentic. It comes across as being inauthentic,
Yeah.
and people pick up on that, and they don't want to do business with you.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
happens.
And people want to have that personal connection that they're dealing with somebody genuine. You know, I'm not like really a street guy, so I can't really relate to street. Nothing against that,
Right.
but you know, like me relating to people, like I say, because everybody's about that quick dollar now. You know, even with social media, everybody wants microwave success. Nobody wants to put their work in. You know, like I want mine to be like that old crock pot that's slow, got that flavor, like this is good. You know, that's what I want to do.
That old neck bone.
Yeah.
That's what we gonna call that neck bone success.
Yeah.
You let it simmer.
season it. Yeah, you gotta do that. So
I understand.
So I respect the grind of things. You know, like everybody always see the shine of things, the when you made it. You know, and then everybody want to hop on. But like my big thing is like loyalty. Like now with this interview, so when I do, you know, make it to that level, which I will.
Of course.
Right?
Yes.
But when I do make it,
because you there, you doing it already because you're putting in the work.
yeah, but when I do get to that level, it's like you gotta remember the people, you know, that don't forget the little people, but the little people don't always help you out become a bigger person, you know what I'm saying? So like loyalty is plus. And like I said, I just stay genuine to who I am, and like if you notice, like you can wear a bow tie with anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've done kids bow ties for birthday parties, and they're like, these are self tie. Because I'm trying to raise like gentlemen. Like I always say the year of the gentleman, because we always got this perception as African American men that everything's so negative. Like I just want to show I'm out here doing something positive, even if it's through fashion, because a lot of people don't even know how to dress for a job interview. You know, khakis and button up is not really. Nobody have a suit. A black, blue, like you going to church and you going in there with a polo shirt. That's what we think casual is, but it's not really that. So I also want to, you know, show young men how to dress when it comes to even on the professional level.
I absolutely agree with you. I mean, my son is 14 years old, and I'm proud to say that my son knows how to tie a necktie and a bow tie. Shout out to you too. Yeah, because I don't. So I put him in front of the camera and was like, figure it out. And he figured it out. And I see a difference in him when he does dress up.
You respect yourself.
He does. He carries himself differently. He's in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? He's checking himself out. He's like, I'm sharp, you know? He's popping his collar. He does all of that. And his swag is completely different. And even his attention span, like when he's in church, like I hate to see kids playing with technology in church. That's just a pet peeve of mine. But
grown folks
too. Because I know I survived my childhood going to church without having to play an iPad or anything else. So I noticed that, and you know, when my son is dressed in a polo and khakis, his attention span is a little bit different. He goes to a boarding school where they wear polos and khakis just for that reason alone. But it goes to another level when he has on a suit, when he has on a tie, when he has on, you know, actual like real leather shoes on, not just sneakers or, you know, canvas shoes or something like that. It is a difference in him. So I know that, you know, being dressed up and having a person like you who provides, you know, custom ties, I know that would take somebody's confidence even higher, like to another level, saying that this is my tie, you know, nobody else has anything like this. Teezus took the time to put this thing together for me.
It feels personal.
It feels personable.
And that's kind of like where it comes with your product and to when it comes to making money, because you'll have stuff like, you know, you have social sites, but then you have where you have to make bulk stuff.
Right.
So now 2 or 3 people may have on what you got now. You're not getting the money that, you know, somebody with a website may have, but the personal connection, because like then you run across people like, then you become into being stylists, like when everybody like want to be a celebrity. Is everybody's famous on, you know, Instagram and all, but you all have the same stuff on. So what makes you exclusive type deal? So that's what's kind of been like my hold up with the whole, you know, website thing, because I still want to keep that personal. So it's more to building a brand than money right now, because God's blessed me, I got a great job, I can sustain. This is a hobby, like, so I want people to be like, wow, it's personal for me. Like I dress up every day like I'm going to the prom.
Every day. You've been crowned the king. Don't even worry about it. Every day, clean. Every day, casket sharp. Every day.
It was funny because I was on stage the other night and I'm dressed up on stage. So somebody yells out, "You got your Easter suit on," and I'm like, "Well, we on Virginia. I don't know how the police go out here. If something happens, hey, I'm good.
You good? Hey, you have nothing to worry about. Family definitely gonna be able to identify you. We
know who that is.
We know who that is. Don't worry about it.
Red blazer on, so they say red blazer.
Red blazer. That was him. That was him. I seen it on Instagram. All of that. Oh my God, this is just too much fun. I want to thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for bringing these amazing neckties. I'm telling you, once the website is up, I'm gonna have like 2, 3, 4 ties, because you know, if you see the glasses, you can only imagine how fly I'm gonna be in a necktie, honey.
And they cheaper than Macy's too.
And they cheaper than Macy's.
All these ties $25.
$25 for an exclusive, one of a kind, custom made tie.
And also like to say this, bigger guys don't like wearing bow ties, because if you buy in Macy's, you'll get the Pee Wee Herman type look. It's not full, you know, like, you know, you know.
And don't compliment the size.
Yeah, so guys be like, hey, wear no bow tie, but when I make the bow ties, like,
I can get with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he compliments it. We got the senior citizens, we got the big and tall, you got everybody, like, it don't matter. You got a neck, we got a tie. We got a tie for you. If you don't got a neck, we got a tie for you. It don't matter. Get with Teezus. I'm telling y'all, you gonna be fly. Like, you gonna take your whole fashion sense to the next level and beyond, infinity and beyond. That's where you gonna go.
And you'll get compliments.
And you'll get compliments. $25, custom tie. Follow my man, Casket Sharp Teezus, on Instagram. Look for the website. I'm telling you, it's going to be phenomenal. If you're an entrepreneur, please consider everything that this man is telling you about finding the right influencers, about building your brand, about, you know, not focusing on trying to be popular right away. Don't think about the money. Think about building your brand. Think about being exclusive. Think about your product. Put love, personal attention into it. You'll be a success. This is a story about success. I love having people like this on Minority Report. I'm going to keep bringing you more black entrepreneurs. Thank you for tuning in. I will check you out next time.
This is a Chucky Beat production.